What's going on, everybody? It's Salem, and today I'm showing you the one software that has everything that you need to run either your Amazon or Walmart business. This tool is going to help you get to that next level. If you used SellerAmp in the past, Tactical Arbitrage, and other softwares, this is where everything connects, and this software is called Seller 365 by 3Cults. All right, so the first tool that we are going to be going over today is going to be Tactical Arbitrage, and this is essentially going to be a web scraper that is going to be scraping everyday retail websites, Target, Kohl's, Sam's Club, Costco, etc., and then providing us with the Amazon listing so we could decide if we want to purchase the item or not. So for example, we're going to go on Quick Picks and scroll down on here, do for the sake of time, and immediately we could see this Trans International DC Comics poster with a link to the poster for $8 right here. And then it's going to then take us to the Amazon link. And looking at this with ScoutX, let's see. It's like the list price is $23.78, and this is selling for $7.98, which looks like it's going to give us a profit of $1.85, which isn't good. And there's also a suppressed buy box, but just wanted to show that as an example. If we move over to here for this Melissa and Doug, which I know sells very well, we see that it's selling here for $14. And on Amazon, it's selling for $31. And this item is something that I could see selling even more due to it being Q4. But as you could see, if our purchase cost is $14, we're going to be profiting $12.33 on this item, which is pretty cool. So this is just going to give us a whole list of literally endless amounts of flips that we could do. All right, so the second tool that I wanted to go over is going to be ScoutX. And if you are familiar with SellerAmp, this would be the direct replacement, allowing you to source profitable items and see how much money you are actually making. So I'm going to be using this Lego Minecraft Advent Calendar as an example, and I'm going to zoom in on the ScoutX extension here. Now, as we can see, we enter in our buy cost, and this was actually $26.99 on Target the other day, which is actually pretty crazy. And we see here that we are going to be making a profit of $11.25 with a 41% ROI and a 25% margin. Now, obviously, very good. I do like right here on the left, it immediately shows you the buy box price, Amazon's price, lowest FMN, and lowest FBA, immediately allowing us to see these without having to go into another page. Now, another thing I do also like is that it does show us the rank. So as we can see here, we have the 30-day rank, 90-day rank, and 180-day rank. And for me personally, I always like to look at the longer data. So I'll look at the 6-month data. And we see here that the buy box average was $40 and the new FBA average was $55, which is pretty good. You're also able to click your ASIN here, see the product dimensions. So everything is literally in this area, which is great. And it also gives us the size. So this is a little bit of a larger item. Now, one thing I do like is that you could literally click this right here and it is going to immediately attempt to add the item to your inventory, which is pretty fire, allowing you to also see if you are gated or ungated in a product. So luckily I am ungated in Lego. Very happy for that come Q4. So we are also able to see the graph here as well to see the standard pricing along with the offers, which is obviously very important. But with this product in particular, I mean, this is definitely going to be a banger come a couple months. It has been bought 10,000 times this month, which is wild. But this is basically a glimpse of ScoutX, and it does work on the Walmart side as well. So this is definitely worth it to me. All right, everybody. So I did want to go over the pricing of Seller 365. And just as a reminder, there is a 14-day free trial link down in the description below. So be sure to check that out. Now, there are 3 different plans. We have Seller 365, Seller 365 Teams, and Seller 365 Pro. Now, for most sellers, Seller 365 is going to be all that you need. That is going to go over the 3 tools that we talked about in this video, along with 7 others. Now, this is only for one user though. So if you do have a team or a VA, I would definitely recommend going over to the Seller 365 Teams, where you will then be able to share and log in information. Now, the big difference between Seller 365 Teams and Seller 365 Pro, in my opinion, is going to be the free reimbursements. So if you have used Refund Stacker, Seller Investigators, any of these reimbursement services, I'm sure that you are aware that you are paying a percentage per case, right? And those could depend on how much inventory is being claimed back or won in your favor. Now with Seller 365 Pro, 3Colts will actually only charge you $200 a month and give you back all of your money without charging you additionally, which is something that I think is very cool. And lastly, my favorite part about the software is that everything is condensed into one place. We don't have 10 different logins. We don't have 10 different accounts that we have to sign into. And for me, that is just everything. So definitely be sure to check it out. And in my opinion, very good value for the price. And so for our third software, we have Inventory Labs, which is a software that I've used my first couple years of having an Amazon business because it was my account at the time. I now currently use a bookkeeper, but this is still a great way to dive into your Amazon business and see the numbers for yourself. So for example, we have a dashboard here that's going to show us our profitability, which is going to show us our monthly expenses, our cost of goods sold. Every single penny that Amazon has taken for us is inside the software. We are able to see a supplier profitability report. We're also able to see a category profitability report. We're also able to split this up into ASIN profitability as well. And this information here is everything that you need to know what direction your business should go. So for example, my grocery and gourmet has been absolutely low, but my profit has been pretty high. So for example, this would be something that I could maybe dive deeper into with my team. So when it comes in time for tax time or just all around, it's very good to look at this to see where your numbers are and where your business is going. Because Sellerboard and other softwares, they don't factor in every single penny where Inventory Lab does. Overview, we are able to see our FBA inventory along with our seller fulfilled inventory and how much sales value that inventory has before we sell it, which once again, it's a great opportunity for me to see where my business is and how much money I actually have in inventory without just having to guess and calculate freely-nilly. This is real-time data of where my business is and how much money I have in inventory. So very, very cool in my opinion. So there is much more in here that we could look into, but for the basics, this is going to be your everyday accounting software that is going to save you time, headaches, and time on shipments. So definitely recommend this one. So yeah, those are the 3 out of the 9 tools that I use in Seller 365 personally. In my opinion, it is one of the cleanest softwares that there is regarding an all-in-one bundle, and the fact that they are putting all of this together is truly amazing. I remember I used Inventory Labs back in the day when I was on Amazon, and it was a really good tool because it was my accounting best friend. Without that tool, I was not able to do my taxes. Fast forward to today, I do have a bookkeeper, but all in all, Seller 365 and the team at 3Colts is great, and they do sell themselves, which is something that I always respect and also support. And I did leave a link below, so be sure to check that out and let me know if you have any questions.